with one more day. Part of it was talking to Scotty. Scotty had a friend that was considering suicide, and he said, we just need to do something powerful to just help end suicide. I said, okay, let's do it. Let me see how much money I got, and we're gonna do it in February, right? And I said, okay, cool. But how do we really get here? Just Chris is gonna be performing tonight. Some of you know Just Chris by round of applause? Okay. Real good bro of mine. I asked him, I said, what's going on? He said, well, you don't get it, James. I've just been battling with depression, battling with suicide, battling with anxiety, just been battling with insecurity and all these feelings. I said, okay. He said, no, it's not okay. It's been a year, it's been 12 months. I said, yeah. He said, no. I said, well, yeah. He said, no, you don't get it. I've been battling every single day. I wake up every single day. I said, every day? He said, yeah. I said, okay. He said, no, it's not okay. I said, yeah, you've been battling for a year. He said, I've been battling for a year. I said, yeah. He said, no. I said, yeah. I said, you're looking at it wrong. You've been battling that thing every single day. The enemy was trying to take you out. Insecurity, pain, all these things trying to take you out, and for a year, it did not win. Let me talk to these people over here. For a year, it did not win. Every single day. And I don't know what you're going through. You say, well, how much longer do I have to go through this? I don't know. Maybe if you can just fight one more day. If you can last one more day, if you can pray one more day, if you can work, if you can serve, if you can give your life to other people one more day, maybe that's what it takes. I said, maybe you've been fighting a year, but that shows you how strong you are. I mean, if your anxiety or depression was that weak, maybe it would have taken you out a lot longer. It shows me that you are stronger than what you've been battling. You're not ready. Okay, let me help you out. Can I give a round of applause? AJ, Austin, can you come out here for a second? I gotta help y'all. I gotta help y'all. Give him a big round of applause as he comes out here. Can you help me out to show them this idea about one more day? Okay, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up. Should I have him stop? Sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up. What's crazy is your ability to stand up and sit down never stopped. It never stopped. But over time, you keep doing it, and you're thinking, why am I even doing this? Maybe that's you. You've been doing this thing called life long enough to where you're thinking your ability to fight suicide, your ability to fight depression has not stopped, hasn't changed, but somehow doubt creeps in your mind and says, why? Why am I doing this? Why do I go to school? Why do I even try to change my life? I'm gonna be just the same as my parents. Why do I try to do anything? Sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up. Okay, friends, you're missing it. It is a miracle that he's able to even do this. Where are my science people? Where are my science people? Raise your hand. Where are my science people? What does it take for your feet and your core and your ankles and your knees and your whatever, this patella and your MCI and your ACL and your legs and your core and your nervous system to respond? Okay, sit down. Okay, respond. I mean, all of these things have to happen for him to be able to do that. You are a walking miracle, friends. You are a walking miracle, but you don't see it that way because you see it as mundane. You see it as monotonous, but you're actually a walking miracle. Some of these things that are happening in your life are cosmic, but you see it as commonplace. Let me say that again. Some of these things that are happening in your life are actually cosmic, but you see it as commonplace. And all you've got to do is one more day, fight. One more day, show up to that class. One more day, show up to that job. I know they don't appreciate you. Show up one more day. Something, your community's not changing. Show up one more day. One more day. Sit down, stand up. Sit down, stand up. And if it's been a year that you've been sitting up and stand up, that's been a year that the enemy did not take you out. If it's been 2 years, if it's 3 years, if it's 6 months, if it's 2 weeks, whatever it's been for you, sit down, stand up. Sit down, stand up. Let me see if the audience will do this with us. Will you all go stand up with me one time? The whole audience. Stand up with me. Let me see. Do you see what I saw? Some of them stood up because they heard me say it. Some of them stood up because they heard the calling. They're missing that. Some of them stood up because they heard the call to action. No one made them do it. They heard the call to action. And maybe that's what life is about. You in your communities, you in your family, you in your school, hearing the call to action to say, I'll be the one. I'll step up. I'll be an advocate for that person. I'll be the one I'll be the role model for that child. I'll step up. I'll step up. Now, did you also see some of them only stood up because other people around them stood up? This tells me that other people are looking at you, and when they see you fight depression, when they see you overcome anxiety, when they see you battling, when they see you, I say, I'll stand up with you. I'll do it as well too. I'll fight with you. I'll do it as well too, because if the person next to me do it, then maybe I can do it as well too. And then some people stood up because they helped somebody else up. Who are you helping up in your life? They're only going to stand up because you helped them. Does this make sense? Sit down. Stand up. Sit down. Stand up. I'm telling you, maybe it's just one more day. Does that make sense? Give yourselves a round of applause here.